Hi, good morning and good evening one and all. This is GNI News. In today's topic we are going to discuss about the huge fire broke out in firecracker shop in Bangalore. When a huge fire broke out in a firecracker shop in Bangalore, Karnataka yesterday, at least 14 people died and many others were badly burned. A fire that was getting out of hand started when firecrackers were being moved from a car to the shop. After this terrible event, three people, including the shop owners, were held under the Explosive Act. As soon as the firemen heard about the fire, they rushed into the scene and worked hard to put out the flames. Even though they tried hard, some workers were stuck inside the burning because of the intense heat and thick smoke. The sad truth that the 14 people died a few hours after the terrible event. The Karnataka Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister went to the scene to see what was going on and sent their deepest sympathies to the families of the victims. As an extra way to show support for the families who lost loved ones in this terrible accident, they also promised each family a INR of 5 lakhs in pay. After this terrible accident that happened because of not following safety rules, the Karnataka government quickly gave this case over to the Central Bureau of Investigation and CBI, and some people are saying that it is given to the CID, that is the State Investigation Agency. They did this because they felt accountable and because it was important. Deputy Chief Minister Dr. DK Sivakumar also gave a strong warning that any shops or companies that made fireworks that did not follow safety rules would be shut down right away. Accidents involving fireworks happen a lot in India during the holiday seasons because safety rules for explosive aren't always followed. Strictly enforce the rules to make sure that all firework companies and shops follow safety guidelines. The recent event in Bangalore shows how important it is quickly and thoroughly check all fireworks shops and companies across the country. Strictly safety rules must be followed when these easily flammable materials are kept, handled, moved and sold. Regular training programs should be held these places so that the people who work there know more about safety measures. It is important to teach people simply fire safety skills because fire can quickly start and get out of hand. Government should work with schools, community centers, and other local groups to teach people about firefighting techniques, emergency execution plans, and how to use fire extinguishers correctly, and general safety measures that need to be taken in case of a disaster. Emergency reaction systems that work well, very important in times of disaster like this terrible event. State government can bring their firefighting systems up to date by giving firefighters new tools like high pressure water hoses and foam based weapons. Regular training classes should also be held for firemen to keep them up to date on the newest ways to fight against the fires successfully. The people who work for the government and enforce the rules, as well as the people who use fireworks safely, are both responsible for keeping even everyone safe. Government bodies and people who buy fireworks are both responsible for following the manufacturer direction to the letter. As the terrible fire at Bangalore firecracker shop showed, not taking the right safety precautions around explosives can be dangerous. As required by law, charges were made right way and families affected by the tragedy were given money to show that people cared about them. This terrible event has made the checking methods in the business much stricter and safety rules must be carefully followed. Our goal is to reduce the number of terrible accidents like these in future by teaching people, making it easier for emergency services to help and make sure people follow the rules. When a huge fire broke out in a firecracker shop in Bengaluru, Karnataka yesterday, at least 14 people died and many others were badly burned. And thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.